Average personal injury settlement amounts. Let's talk about personal injury settlements. Specifically, what you can expect and how those numbers are actually determined. There's no single average settlement amount. Every case is different, and the value of a claim depends on several key factors: the severity of injuries, the cost of medical care, lost wages, liability disputes, and the amount of available insurance coverage. That's why having an experienced personal injury lawyer is so important. A skilled attorney helps ensure your settlement reflects the full impact of your injuries, including medical expenses, lost income, pain and suffering, and any lasting effects from the accident. In this video, we'll break down how personal injury settlements are calculated, what influences the outcome, common settlement ranges for different types of cases, how insurance companies evaluate claims, and how strong evidence can make a significant difference in the final result. Before we dive in, it's important to note that this information is for educational purposes only. It should not be taken as legal advice or as a guarantee of any specific settlement amount. Every personal injury case is unique, and the outcome depends on the specific facts, circumstances, and evidence involved. Our goal is to help you understand how settlements are generally approached so you can make more informed decisions moving forward. What is the average personal injury settlement? The value of a personal injury settlement varies widely based on the severity of injuries, financial losses, and liability factors. While minor personal injury cases settle for a few $1,000s to over $20,000, more severe cases such as those involving catastrophic injuries or wrongful death can result in settlements exceeding $1 million. Compensation depends on factors like medical expenses, lost wages, pain and suffering, and the at-fault party's insurance coverage. Insurance companies evaluate claims based on evidence of damages, legal liability, and long-term impact on the victim's life. Cases with strong documentation, expert testimony, and legal representation tend to result in higher settlement amounts. Negotiations often determine the final settlement amount, but some cases proceed to trial when insurers refuse to offer fair compensation. Average personal injury settlements in Ohio. Personal injury settlements can vary widely depending on the specific circumstances of each case. While minor injuries might result in settlements ranging from a few $1,000s to around $20,000, cases involving severe or life-altering injuries like traumatic brain injuries, spinal cord damage, or wrongful death can reach into the hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. The type of case also influences the outcome. Slip and fall claims, for example, tend to resolve more quickly and for lower amounts, while complex cases such as commercial truck accidents often lead to higher settlements because of the extensive medical treatment and long-term effects involved. Strong evidence is key. Detailed documentation, expert testimony, and skilled legal representation can significantly increase the value of a claim by clearly demonstrating both liability and the true extent of a victim's losses. Most personal injury cases are resolved through negotiation before trial. However, if an insurance company refuses to offer fair compensation, the case can proceed to court where an experienced attorney can continue to advocate for the best possible result. The 3 tiers of compensation. To make it easier for you to understand the ranges of compensation, we've broken it down into 3 tiers of compensation that we commonly see in personal injury lawsuits. Tier 1 settlements, catastrophic injuries and wrongful death, $300,000 $1 million plus. Cases in this tier involve severe, life-changing injuries that permanently impact the victim's ability to work or perform daily activities. Traumatic brain injuries, spinal cord injuries, amputations, catastrophic injuries, and wrongful death fall into this category due to the extensive medical treatment, long-term care, and loss of income they cause. Settlements often include future medical costs, physical therapy, and compensation for lifelong disability or lost earning potential. Because these cases involve significant damages, average settlement amounts in this tier typically range from $300,000 to over $1 million, depending on the circumstances. Tier 2 settlements, moderate to serious injuries, $75,000 $300,000. This tier includes injuries that require long-term medical treatment but do not result in total disability. Victims with broken bones, significant soft tissue damage, or injuries requiring surgery and rehabilitation may fall into this category. Slip and fall accidents, workplace injuries, and moderate car accidents often result in settlements in this range, especially if the victim experiences permanent scarring, chronic pain, or mobility issues. A reasonable settlement for cases in this tier will often cover ongoing medical treatment, lost wages, and pain and suffering, with amounts ranging from $75,000 to $300,000. Tier 3 settlements, minor to moderate injuries, $10,000 to $75,000. Cases in this tier involve less severe injuries that still require medical treatment but result in a full recovery over time. Common examples include whiplash, sprains, minor fractures, and mild concussions from car accidents or premises liability claims. Settlement amounts are typically based on medical bills, short-term wage loss, and necessary physical therapy for recovery. Because these cases involve temporary injuries, average settlement amounts range from $10,000 to $75,000, with higher payouts in cases where negligence is clearly proven. How personal injury settlement amounts are calculated. Personal injury settlements are calculated based on both economic and non-economic damages covering things like medical expenses, lost wages, future care costs, and pain and suffering. Severe injuries typically lead to higher compensation because they involve longer recovery times, ongoing treatment, and lasting financial or personal impact. Insurance companies and attorneys often use formulas or multipliers to estimate pain and suffering. In some states, like Ohio, they also consider comparative negligence laws, meaning a settlement can be reduced if the injured person is found partially at fault. The strongest cases are backed by clear evidence such as medical records, accident reports, and expert testimony. An experienced attorney can use this evidence to negotiate a fair settlement that truly reflects the extent of your losses. Explaining damages and how they are calculated. In a typical personal injury settlement, compensation is awarded to cover both financial losses and the individual impact of an accident. Damages are generally categorized as economic damages, which include tangible losses incurred due to the accident, hospital bills, lost wages, future medical expenses, etc., and non-economic damages, non-tangible losses or impacts such as emotional distress, pain and suffering, and loss of enjoyment of life. In cases involving gross negligence, punitive damages may also be awarded to punish the at-fault party and deter similar reckless behavior in the future. Evidence in personal injury cases. Strong evidence is critical in proving liability and securing fair compensation in a personal injury case. The severity of the injuries, financial losses, and impact on the victim's life must be well documented to support a settlement or court case. Evidence that is generally used to prove liability and maximize compensation includes: medical records document the severity of the injuries, treatments, and long-term medical needs. Property damage photos show damage to vehicles, buildings, or other personal belongings involved in the accident. Accident reports provide official documentation from police, businesses, or employers. Eyewitness statements, testimony from people who saw the accident happen. Surveillance or dashcam footage, video evidence capturing the incident. Expert witness testimony, medical experts, accident reconstruction specialists, or financial analysts. Employment records show lost wages and reduced earning capacity. Bills and receipts, proof of medical expenses, rehabilitation costs, and other financial losses. Photos of injuries show visible wounds, bruises, or scarring over time. Correspondence with insurance companies, emails, letters, and recorded statements related to settlement offers. Bringing it all together, what to expect from a settlement. Understanding how personal injury settlements are determined can help you approach your case with confidence and realistic expectations. Every situation is unique. The type of injury, the quality of evidence, and the strength of your legal representation all play a role in the outcome. If you've been injured in an accident, remember that insurance companies are focused on minimizing payouts. Having an experienced personal injury attorney on your side can make all the difference in ensuring your claim is valued fairly and supported with the evidence it deserves. The information in this video is meant to educate and inform, not to provide legal advice or predict specific settlement outcomes. For guidance tailored to your situation, reach out to a qualified attorney who can evaluate your case based on the facts, evidence, and laws that apply to you. To learn more about personal injury settlements or to find out what your case may be worth, visit the link in the description, use our website chatbot for a free case review, or contact our office directly to speak with a lawyer.